Garth here from Rerode New Zealand. I thought I'd do a quick display on how to set up the Rerode app. So first thing you want to do is download the app, whether for iPhone or for Android. And then we're going to get close to your bike, make sure it's turned on. I'm going to go through and we're going to connect Bluetooth. It's going to come up with your Bluetooth bike. Most of the time it's this 2-letter start and then about 5 numbers afterwards. Mine's KO16867. So what we do is we click on that. It'll tell us that we're connected. Connect success. So now we have our bike. We have voltage, specs, temperature, etc. So what we want to do is we want to press this middle button down here that says setting. So we're going to click on setting. Right, so now we're into the bike specs. There's a few options. What we'll start with is advanced settings. So if you've first got your bike and you want to turn the brake sensors off, what you can do is click on brake, and you'll see here the languages we're working on at the moment. So basically what you have to think about is floating crane is your brake sensors turned on, and invalid is your brake sensors off. So we'll click invalid, so I don't want my brake sensors on. Right, so throttle response. We've got a few different settings here for the type of throttle response you get. Economics is a very doughy throttle, mainly for like maximum economy range. Motion, it seems to be triggered by how quickly you crack the throttle. Personally, I like linear. That's where I set mine to. So we'll go into confirm for linear. Cool, and we've also got default neutral. I personally, default neutral is the best option, so we'll leave that there. So we'll close advanced settings. So the next one is RPM power adjustment. So this is basically your throttle mapping, how much power you're getting in 500 increments from the electric motor at whatever revolutions. So my go-to throttle is, as you can see here, you can screenshot if you want and copy it. This is what I find works for me really well. I do mostly single track, technical type of riding. I like having enough power down the bottom to easily pop the front up, but it's also not too nervous when I'm on the side of a hill that it wants to get away on me. So what you can do is you can just click on what RPM you want, click what percentage base you want to start at between those 500 increments, and away you go. Right, so we'll pop out of there. Also guys, when you do something, it just plans to click on save, press OK. You will actually hear the bike sound a little click. That means it's saved. So we'll go out of that. Right, so eco speed adjustment. So what this is what settings your eco and your sports are set to. So low speed is eco and medium speed is sports. So again, you can see here what I've got them set to. I spend most of my time riding it at 59 and 70%. You can set whatever you want really. The ability with these bikes is you could have it at 10% for someone learning. It'd be like a Pee-wee 50 or an absolute learner bike. Or you can set it to 100% and you're getting the 17 kilowatts full noise the entire time. The other cool feature on this is if you click on the RPM button, you'll actually, this is the speed that the motor can do. And what you can do with this is if you've got someone learner riding, or if you're trying to get maximum range and you don't think you'll go over 40k an hour, you can actually set this RPM. With this, you do have to crack the bike going and see what RPM does what. But from memory, about 3,500 RPM sets it to about 35 kilometers per hour. I'm a Kiwi here, so we work in metric system. Anyway, so yeah, so play with those. The motor will never reach 12,000 RPM or 10,000 RPM, to be honest. It just means that the motor's going to give you everything it's got. We're not limiting its speed. So again, you can just click on those, put in your percentage, what you like, what you're happy with. Again, click save, and she's all good. Right, so we'll close that. Now the next one you'll want to know is realistically this throttle calibration. So that's how much dead zone you can give the throttle. If we go back to the home page, you'll see down here the throttle voltage. As I increase it, you can see it moving around, so I know that at wide open throttle my voltage is 3.57, and at closed it's 0.68. So I like a little bit of dead zone in my throttle, so I've put the low threshold at 1.1 and the high at 3.55. So yeah, I don't think there's much more that I can really tell you guys about the app. You can obviously restore the default settings if you think you've gone and messed something up. That's perfectly fine. There is some quite good diagnostic software in here. You can go through and you can do live data, fault statistics. You know, when the apps get updated, you can obviously update with them. Yeah, so anyway, so that's Garth from Rerode New Zealand. Hopefully you found this helpful, and yeah, get out there, build your throttle maps, and yeah, rip them. Cheers, guys.